how can I beat sales slumps when they happen? I'm Slump. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about sales slumps. And you know, one of the things that I see from the difference between the guy who is a performer or the guy who's a closer or the guy or the girl who can't get their job done is the person who's struggling and knows it, makes a call really fast and asks for help. And you know, it's funny because I'll get phone calls from like people who are fantastic at sales and they're like, hey Scott, I just want to go over some objections with you. And they'll go over standard objections with me. Or they'll say, hey Scott, here's what I really want to work on. And it's sales basic mastery. They're like, hey, I feel like I'm out of tune. And then I'm going to contrast that with the sales guy or the sales girl who over here, they're sitting here, they're like, I'm afraid to ask for help. I'm afraid to get everything that I need, when they should be raising their hand as soon as they feel like they're struggling. Like, I need to get this out of my way and I need to get it dealt with quickly. So I'll tell you this, if I deal with a salesperson who's great at what they do and they're struggling for a week, I'm able to come in and coach them. It's completely different from me going in and working with somebody who's been struggling for an entire month. Now their process is all funky, now everything's weird, everything's unusual. So your ability to close more sales is your ability to admit when you're struggling and raise your hand and say, I need some help. Okay? And I know this sounds super basic, but you know, in the back of our brains, we all think like, if I ask for help, I'm gonna look weak. I'm gonna tell you, that dip that you're about to face with being a salesperson is way more shallower when I can help you, or your sales coach or your sales manager can help you way earlier than way later. So like, instead of worrying over here, like if I ask for help, people are gonna judge me and think they're gonna be weird. I'm gonna tell you this. A sales coach, a sales manager, or a sales trainer is going to go, hey, thank you for coming in way earlier than way later. We can get you fixed up. And it's like the difference between like a scratch on your finger and then almost cutting your finger off and having to get stitches. Like it's not big of a deal. The faster that you can get help in your struggles, the faster you can get back to closing some deals and you stop producing bad habits, taking things out of your sales process, adding things to your sales process that you don't need, telling stories that you don't need to, asking questions that you don't need to, right? Get your help fast instead of waiting. There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last off, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Slump. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.